in love, understanding, and fraternity among peoples, and to inspire them to scale new peaks of individual and collective excellence in the field of creativity. Before that, like as a curtain raiser, we have called this press conference, and we have with us the Honorable Minister, Dr. L. Murugan, and Secretary INB, Sri Apurva Chandra. Before I request the Minister and Secretary to address the audience, I would request I request NFDC to play the AV.
Celebrating cinema since 1952.
तुम्हारा कसूर नहीं, मेरी सूरत ही ऐसी.
Presented by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Government of India. The International Film Festival of India 2022. The largest South Asian film market. Appreciating the film cultures of different nations. Showcasing India through big screen. Interactive workshops and discussions by cinema stalwarts. Promoting cultural harmony. A reward of endless hours of love for cinema. Turning the entire city into a stage. Nurturing the global cinematic exchange for 70 years. The International Film Festival of India, taking cinema beyond borders.
Now I request MD NFDC to make a presentation for the enlightenment of the audience. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'll give you a brief overview of the 53rd International Film Festival of Goa, which will be scheduled from 20th to 28th of November. Next, please. Next. So the delegate registrations for the main festival started on 10th of September, and as of now more than 7,000 delegates have been registered. And as far as Film Bazaar delegate registration is concerned, it started on the 1st of September, and around 800 delegates have been registered for the Film Bazaar so far. Registrations can be done on the IFFI's website, iffigoa.org. Next. So this time the opening film will be screened at 2 p.m. on 20th of November.
There will be red carpet initially, followed by the screening of the film, and then the opening ceremony will held at Shama Prasad Mukherjee Stadium from 4 p.m. onwards. There will be gala red carpet and followed by the opening ceremony. Similarly, next slide please. The closing has been scheduled on 28th of November with the closing film, the red carpet from 2 p.m. onwards, and similarly from 2:30 p.m. the screening of the closing film, and followed by a closing ceremony in the evening from 4 p.m. onwards. So in the opening and closing ceremony, basically there will be more than 14 performances, including performance from France, Spain, and other star-studded performance from Goa and other parts of the country. Next. So if we talk about the major sections of the festival, Indian Panorama is one of the major sections, in which we received around 339 feature films in 23 different languages.
This is a bifurcation of the 339 films. And there were 248 non-feature films in 24 different languages, as you can see on the screen with the breakup of all these non-feature films. These details were already announced by issuing a press release on 22nd of October. A total of 25 feature films and 19 non-feature films will be the official selections in the Indian Panorama, which will be screened during the festival. So these are the feature films, and these are the non-feature films. We'll be sharing the list with you. If now we'll talk about the other important sections. This time, as you are aware, Asha Parekh ji were conferred with the Dada Saheb Phalke Award. So we have kept a retrospective of that, and we have in fact asked from her her favorite 3 films, which she suggested. These are the 3 films which we will be screening in the IFI: Do Badan, Kati Patang, and the Teesri Manzil. Phalke Award. So we have kept from the northeast part also. We have Manipur is completing 50 years from her their golden cinema. Her favorite 3 films. We have curated a special package. She suggested screen these are the 3 films which we will. These are the 5 feature films from the Manipur Do Badan, which we have decided to screen in the IFI. And we have invited the directors of the films to be there, so that they can completing 50 years of their golden cinema. So we have curated a special package to screen Manipuri films, and these are the 5 feature films from the Manipur which we have decided to screen in the IFI. And we have invited the directors of the films to be there, so that they can briefly share the experiences with the audiences over there. There will be 2 special screenings in the Indian Panorama. Chalo, which you know is the official Oscar entry of the India. Another film is the India Lockdown by Mr. Madhur Bhandarkar. Another important section is the Indian Restored Classics. As you are aware, National Film Archives of India has undertaken the world's biggest restoration and digitization project, the National Film Heritage Mission, in which we are restoring and digitizing the old films to their original. Then in Venice, Satranj Ke Khiladi was shown. In Toronto film also, Pratidwandi was shown. Agantuk was shown, and now these are the other 5 films which you have chosen to be shown to the Indian audience in the restored classic sections: Ghan Shatru, Nanak Naam Jhaje, Nausare-e-Dil, Shankar Brahm, and Satranj Ke Khiladi. All these films have been restored by NFAI. In addition to this, there is an homage section curated, in which the important film personalities who passed over. So we have kind of chosen one film which is one of the most talked about film of these personalities. So these are the kind of films which you have proposed, and they will be screened during the IFI. So now come to the international sections. Total scheduled screening is around 183, and these are the various sections. 81 films will be cinemas of the world, which are the mostly the award-winning films in the major international film festivals. This time the audience will be having a good opportunity to watch the films which have been bought over from the various international film festivals, which are the award-winning films of these festivals. There will be films from the UNESCO films, best debut film of a director, in which 5 international and 2 Indian films will be there. In international section, there is a tribute section where a collection of films to mark the centennial celebrations of Pier Paolo Pasolini and filmography of Jean-Luc will be shown. And country focus, as you know, the France has been declared as a country focus, and 8 French films will be screened, which have been shared by the French embassy. There are other special curated packages. Intergrade is critically acclaimed documentaries, experimental films. There are 10 films under this category. UNICEF has also kind of associated with the IFI this time, and they have given a package of 6 films, mostly based on the children's subject, which will be screened in the screening. Animation section, we have chosen the 4 very popular animated films. Then the horror films also will be shown, 4 horror films. Gala premieres is an introduction this in this edition, in which on a daily basis important films will be showcased and the talent of the film will be doing the red carpet. So this is a day-wise schedule of these gala premieres, which is one of the important attraction this time. As you can see, on 21st of November, the storyteller will be the film, and this is the star cast. Then other important and popular films like Drishyam 2, Goldfish, Bhedia will be premiered, Tera Kya Hoga, Lovely, and all these. Fauda is the season 4. The Netflix will be coming up with the filmmakers of the North, Fauda, and they will be discussing about the challenges which they faced and the kind of creative challenge the team faced during the shoot of the Fauda. Plenty of master classes, around 20 master classes has been curated in consultation with the Films and Television Institutes, and these are the important topics and the personalities who will be taking these master classes. The craft of cinema, then the master's writing process, master class on editing, on cinematography and acting. Eminent filmmakers and the actors, they will be taking all these classes. The celebrities are the, they gave the kind of value addition to the festival, and this time we have ensured there is a big presence across the globe, and not only from the other parts of country, but our Indian film personalities also. So these are the few names which have confirmed so far and who will be gracing the occasion and who will be sharing their experience from the filmmaking world. 75 Creative Minds is an important brainchild of Honorable Minister, which was introduced last year, in which the entries are being called, and the categories of applications are acting, animation, and these are the different fields which are related to the filmmaking, in which we call entries throughout the countries, and more than thousands of entries were received, and they are being judged by the grand jury. And the registration was opened on 5th September, and yesterday only the 75 names were declared. This time there are a lot in the basket for 75 Creative Minds. Next slide, please. We have kind of chosen a programming partner, the Shorts TV, a UK-based company which is known for showcasing the shorts films on their platforms. They have been roped into. They will be mentoring all these 75 Creative Minds, and they will be given a 53 hours challenge, because this being the 53rd edition, so we have decided that 53 hours challenge will be given, in which a topic will be given to these 75 Creative Minds by forming various teams among them. And then a jury, 3-member jury panel, which will be led by Shri Mani Ratnam, the renowned film director from India. And then the best film will be declared, and all these films will be streamed on the Shorts TV network. In fact, we have tied up with an NGO in which more than 25,000 schools will be shown behind the scene process of these filmmaking, so that the students they get motivated and they choose filmmaking and media and entertainment sector as their preferred professional career also. So probably it will cover around more than 2 CR children. We are tied up with an NGO. Next. So UNICEF has come forward to collaborate with the 75 Creative Minds, and we will be doing various sessions on the skill development in the media and entertainment sectors, and bringing the children's films into the mainstream cinema. Every year we give a souvenir to the international delegates. So this time we decided to come out with a sort of contest, so that we can involve the creative minds from the country to come up with an idea. So this contest was done. In fact, the entries were invited in the month of September, in which a souvenir was supposed to be designed based on the film posters of Satyajit Ray. So we gave an access of all the Satyajit Ray's films, and depending on their creativity, the people came forward with a kind of poster they would have been thought of for the Satyajit Ray's film. Next. So this was the contest. Next. So, three poster winners, their collage will be made of their posters, which we have issued a press release also, and we have got 75 posters will be displayed in the IFI mile in the Goa, so that due visibility is given to all the contestants. So Festival Mile has also a lot of activities, including the selfie points, the display of the posters, and the other creative themes will be displayed in this entire route of the Festival Mile. Film Bazaar is an important component of the film festival. In fact, this will be the 16th edition of the Film Bazaar, in which a number of important components are always being talked about, and it is one of the most popular segment in the South Asia. There is a screenwriters lab. This will be the 3rd edition. The co-production market is another important component, in which we will be pitching 20 projects from 11 countries in 11 languages. There are viewing room in which the international sales agents, they probably see the movie and they decide upon buying the movie and going for the other commercial terms and conditions with the filmmakers. So in which we have received 248 entries and in 33 spoken languages. And out of these, 104 are the debut features. The important work in progress lab, which is a very sought after lab for the filmmakers, it has selected 5 films that will be mentored by the Indian International Film Mentors. These are the films which are not in the completion stage. So the mentors come and they guide the filmmakers so that they can complete the film with their ideas and with the kind of expertise they will share with them. There is a recommended sections in which we choose 20 films which are shown to the international filmmakers in the viewing room. Next. There are market screenings in which 50 slots have been booked from various countries who will be pitching about their films, and 3 dedicated theaters will be there where all these films will be pitched. Knowledge series and another important part of the Film Bazaar, where the various sessions are being undertaken, and the important topics we have kind of decided this year are the AVGC, the restoration and digitization, OTT platforms. Book adaptation is an important component introduced this time. As we all are aware, a number of filmmakers, their movies are basically based on a story from some novel. So we have kind of started this book to box office adaptation in this festival, where more than 30 publishers have kind of agreed to showcase their novels to the various filmmakers. So there will be producers workshop. Student producer workshops will also be organized, in which the SRFTI and Whistling Woods Institute students, they will be given exposure to the various nuances of the filmmaking and its creative field. These are the various public publishing houses which have agreed to be a part of Book to Box Office. It has domestic as well as the international publishers. So this time it was also decided to have a country and state pavilions along with the Film Bazaar, as we have seen in the various international film festivals like Cannes and the other major important film festivals. There the pavilions, dedicated pavilions are there, where the various countries, they come up with their film works and they kind of pitch to the various delegates. So this time also we have created this new initiative, in which more than 13 states have sort of confirmed their presence, and few countries have also given their go-ahead for this, and the various other media and entertainment units will also be showcasing their work. Next. Film technology exhibition will also be a new addition this time, where all the major manufacturers of the media and entertainment equipments, they will be showcasing the technology to the general public, where the people can come and they can watch these exhibitions and they can have a fair idea what are the kind of equipments which are basically used for the filmmaking. Next. First time we have tied up with the international trade publications to cover the film festival. This was the important component which we were lacking in the earlier editions also. So the Variety, Deadline, and Screen Daily, these are the prominent international trade magazines who have agreed to come on board and cover the 53rd International Film Festival of Goa. There are a few other international media who have given their go-ahead for covering the festival. So if you talk about the other attractions at the IFFI, there, as I already mentioned, there will be gala premiere with the red carpet every day. Goa government has also come forward to make it a more attractive affair by introducing the carnival, Shigo Mahotsav, and a lot of other things. Next. So this I have already explained, the tech exhibitions. There will be a closing concert at the Film Bazaar. Film Bazaar will be closed on 24th of November. FTI will also be conducting a few classes for the differently able peoples. CBC will be organizing an exhibition based on the theme of Ekam in association with the Ministry of Culture. Ministry of Ayush has also agreed upon to set up a pavilion where they are a kind of wellness partner with us, and they will promote the wellness through showcasing their homeopathy, aromatherapy, and all these traditional. Next. So more or less I have given a brief overview of the International Film Festival going to be held from 20th and 28th November, and now I'll request Principal DVG sir to carry it forward.
Thank you, Ravinder. Thank you for making a detailed presentation talking about various facets of the festival. Before we request the Honorable Minister to make the important announcements, I would request Secretary INB to give his remarks.
Honorable Shri Muruganji and the media representatives present today. The 53rd IFFI, now we are going to have shortly in this week itself, beginning Sunday. And this IFFI is important because this is the first IFFI being held after the shadow of COVID is over. जो हमारे पिछले 2 IFFI थे तो उसके अंदर जो है विदेश से लोगों को आने में काफ़ी दिक्कतें थी, फ्लाइट्स चालू नहीं थी और हमारा काफ़ी कुछ वर्चुअल मोड में था, मास्टर क्लासेस भी वर्चुअल मोड में होती थी। पर अब इस बार जो है हम फिज़िकल मोड में, हमारी 70-80% एक्टिविटीज़ फिज़िकल मोड में होंगी, परंतु अभी भी क्योंकि कुछ लोगों को अभी भी अड़चने हैं तो हमने कुछ चीज़ें अभी भी वर्चुअल मोड में भी ओपन रखा है। मैं जो कुछ आपको बताना चाहूँगा, एक तो ओपनिंग फिल्म इस IFFI की होगी आल्मा एंड ऑस्कर। ये ऑस्ट्रिया की फिल्म है, जिसका वर्ल्ड प्रीमियर यहाँ पर जो है IFFI के अंदर होगा। इसके डायरेक्टर हैं डीटर वर्नर। क्लोजिंग फिल्म होगी फिक्सेशन। ये जर्मनी, कनाडा, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स का कोप्रोडक्शन है। ये भी 2022 की फिल्म है और इसका इंटरनेशनल प्रीमियर यहाँ पर गोवा के फिल्म फेस्टिवल में होगा। और मिड फेस्टिवल फिल्म है परफेक्ट नंबर, पोलैंड की, जो कि 2022 की फिल्म है। इसका भी इंटरनेशनल प्रीमियर गोवा के अंदर होगा। तो ये हमारी 3 मेजर फिल्म्स होंगी जो हमारी ओपनिंग, क्लोजिंग और मिड फेस्टिवल फिल्म्स हैं। बाकी जैसा कि बताया गया कि हमारे यहाँ बहुत बड़े संख्या में इंडियन पैनोरमा वर्ल्ड फिल्म्स यहाँ पर होंगी, and the delegates can start booking the tickets from 18th of November 2022 on the website iffigoa.org. Schedule has already been uploaded. The day-wise schedule for the first 4 days is available now on this website, and the bookings can be started from 18th of November, as is the usual practice. As was mentioned by Shri Bhakar, this time, after the visit to Cannes by the Honorable Minister Shri Anurag Thakur and Honorable MOS Shri Muruganji, number of lessons were learned on how Cannes is doing and what we can do to improve. And this time those changes have been made in the IFFI market. The film bazaar of IFFI this time would be substantially changed from what it has been in the previous years, because this is the first year when pavilions are being placed on a very beautiful promenade along the sea, in Panaji. That location has been identified along with Government of Goa, and as was mentioned by Mr. Bhakar, several countries, states, film organizations, and other organizations will be setting up pavilions. And we are also happy to say that apart from IFFI delegates from whom these pavilions and entry to the Film Bazaar will be open at any time, we are also going to make it open to the public between 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the business days, so that they can also come and see and enjoy the Film Bazaar. And as was mentioned by Mr. Bhakar, number of activities are scheduled in the Film Bazaar, like market screening, work in progress screening and other things. Because the business of films happens in the Film Bazaar, and in the Cannes Film Festival this year, India was the country of honor. So we learned a lot with our participation in Cannes, and we would like to take Goa International Film Festival beyond the screenings, which is of course the most important part of the film festival, but also to promote Indian films to foreign filmmakers and showcase to them the opportunity available in our country when they come to India to shoot, as well as for post-production. Because as is known to all of you, we also announced the incentive scheme under the champion sector, where up to 30% of the production cost or rupees 2.5 crore can be given for a film, foreign film, under co-production, or when it is shot in India, or whether post-production, animation, virtual reality, special effects are done in India. So we want to promote that in a big way. For the first time, this time in IFFI, technology exhibition of media and entertainment will be held. This is the first, which has never happened earlier. हम क्योंकि आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव मना रहे हैं, तो इसलिए जो हमारा सेंट्रल ब्यूरो ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन है वो आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव की एग्जीबिशन गोवा में लगाएगा, जो कि फॉरेन से जो आने वाले डेलीगेट्स हैं उनको हम दिखा पाएंगे कि आज़ादी के अमृत महोत्सव में हमने क्या किया और हमने किस तरह से अपने 75 वर्ष आज़ादी के मना रहे हैं। साथ ही पहली बार मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष यहाँ पर जो कि ऑफिशियल वेलनेस पार्टनर हैं डेलीगेट्स के, तो वो योगा को प्रमोट करेंगे। जगह जगह उसके योगा के डिमॉन्स्ट्रेशंस होंगे और हेल्थ चेकअप होगा। बाकी होम्योपैथी, नेचुरोपैथी, आयुर्वेदा, इसका जो डेलीगेट्स होंगे उनको उसके बारे में जानकारी दी जाएगी। मार्केट स्क्रीनिंग्स, very important part of the IFFI that has been told by Ravinder. 50 films will be shown in that. Then again, for the first time, the government of Goa is hiring caravans which have screens to showcase films to the masses. So this time these caravans, and the purpose of this is कि जो हमारा फिल्म फेस्टिवल है केवल पणजी तक सीमित ना रहे, जो गोवा की पब्लिक है उनको भी इसके अंदर शामिल होने का मौका मिले। तो ऐसे 5 कैरावेन उन्होंने लिए हैं और ये गोवा के विविध गांवों में डेली जाएंगे और वहाँ पर भी फिल्म फेस्टिवल की फिल्में दिखाएंगे, जिससे कि गोवा की पूरी पॉपुलेशन इसके अंदर जो इस फिल्म फेस्टिवल में शामिल हो सके और उन्हें ये केवल पणजी के लिए एक डेलीगेट्स का इवेंट ना रहे, पूरे गोवा के लिए एक इवेंट रहे। पहली बार जो है कि इसमें दिव्यांग जनों के लिए भी स्क्रीनिंग का प्रावधान रखा गया है। कुछ फिल्में हम स्पेशली दिव्यांग जनों के लिए इसमें स्क्रीनिंग करी जाएंगी। जिन लोगों को, जो लोग वहाँ फिजिकली नहीं जा पाते, क्योंकि वहाँ गोवा में सब लोग सारे डेलीगेट्स नहीं जा पाते, तो कुछ स्क्रीनिंग्स, मास्टर क्लासेस और टॉक्स जो है वो वर्चुअली लोग उसमें उसका ज्वाइन कर पाएंगे और उसके लिए डेलीगेट फीस बहुत कम है। स्टूडेंट्स के लिए 100 रुपये और डेलीगेट्स के लिए 200 रुपये। तो उसमें मास्टर क्लासेस और बाकी जो टॉक्स वगैरह हैं और कुछ सिलेक्टेड स्क्रीनिंग्स लोग उसके अंदर देख पाएंगे वर्चुअली भी। तो हमें अपेक्षा है कि इस बार का जो IFFI है वो हमेशा से जो होता आया है उससे अधिक भव्य होगा। माननीय मंत्री और राज्य मंत्री जी का हमारे को मार्गदर्शन मिलता रहा है और उसके अंदर जो है ये वाला इफ़ी उससे अधिक भव्य निश्चित ही होगा और आगे हम इसको और भव्य बनाते जाएंगे। इस संबंध में जैसे आप लोगों के सुझाव मिलेंगे हम उस पर कार्यवाही करेंगे। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving the important new elements which are getting integrated with the IFFI now in its 53rd edition, how we are going to make it to raise the grandeur of the festival and so many other things. Now it's time for the Honorable Minister to make the announcements. May I request you, sir, to?
Respected Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, respected Additional Secretary of the Department, the Festival Director, Principal DG PIB, friends from media, Namaste, Vanakkam to you all. Already our film Festival Director and our Secretary explained the activities of the prestigious film festival of IFFI 53rd edition. So I would like to highlight some of events before you. In that you are all aware, this international section is an important focused area. In this international section, this year, the 180 films were shortlisted by the international juries, headed by an eminent filmmaker from Israel, Mr. Nadav Labit. Ms. Jingo Kota, producer, animated filmmaker from USA. Ms. Pasakule Kavansi, film editor from France. And Mr. Javier Ancula, filmmaker from Spain. Mr. Sudipto Sen is a national award-winning filmmaker from India. These juries, they are selected 180 films to screen in the international sections. In these sections of Cinema of the World, International Competition, Award for Best Debut, ICFT UNESCO Films, Festival Kaleidoscope, Retrospectives, Homages. In this Homages section, 5 personalities films are going to screen. One is Bob Refleson, Monica Vita, Ivan Reitman, Peter Bogdanovich, and Douglas Trumfeld. And another section is the tribute. In this tribute section, the 2 eminent filmmakers' films are screening. One is for the Pier Paolo Pasolini from Italian film producer. He's a writer, journalist, or poet. His films are 5 titles are going to screen. And another one, Mr. Jean-Luc Godard. His Godard France Institute is present his tribute in this festival. And another one, this year, this film festival is introduced, first time this introduced, Children Film Package. The 7 films recommended by the UNICEF to the final decisions. And already our secretary and film director mentioned that pavilions. This is the first time how we learned from the cons, and this time we are introduced here. 42 pavilions will showcase in this festival. Various countries is going to participate. 11 states from our country, Bihar, Jharkhand, Gujarat, Punjab, Pondicherry, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Manipur, Uttarakhand, and Tamil Nadu is there. And in central government agencies, Invest India, Startup India, and industry stakeholders, Dubai Studio City, Innovation Film Academy, they are also participating here. And you are all aware that last year our minister's initiative, Mr. Anurag Singh Thakurji's initiative for the 75 Create Minds of Tomorrow, as for the part of Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, last year we introduced. This year also we announced 75 Creative Minds of Tomorrow from 19 states in this. Youngest young minds from Haryana and Maharashtra, they are 18-year-old only from the music composing field. And 19 different states, including Northeast states, Assam, Manipur, Bihar, Jharkhand, Himachal, and Goa, they are all selected. And maximum winners from the Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal. In this 75 Create Minds of Tomorrow, there will be an 53-hour, a challenge is there. Within 53 hours, a competition is going to happen. In that competition, they have to produce a film, short film in 53 hours for the theme of India at 100. For that, Mr. Maniratnam is the jury. In this, already our secretaries mentioned this year, different abled persons also we are focusing. For them, a basic course on smartphone filmmaking and screen acting, specially selected for wheelchair users. And already the Manipur cinema is celebrating 50 years at IFFI. They are contributing for the past 50 years, they are celebrating 50 years. The Manipuri movies, the 5 movies are going to screen in this International Film Festival. Apart from this, you are all aware that technical session is going to happen there. It's called master classes in the various topics like character development, animation, editing, cinematography, acting, beats and rhythms. Eminent personalities are like Srikar Prasad for editing, Vijayendra Prasad for screenwriting, G.V. Prakash Kumar for beats and rhythms. They are going to take technical classes under the master classes. And this year, because this in cinema industry, the stories is very important. For the stories, book to box office is introduced. The adoption of stories from the novels. The 30 national and international publications are going to participate in this event. And apart from this, 15 country journalists, this is the first time, so many things are taking first time. The first time 15 countries journalists are participating and they are going to cover the entire festival in the national level. Friends, we are all waiting for already our principal DG told that I am going to announce one award. We are also eagerly waiting for this. The most prestigious award of the festival, every year we are going to give for the lifetime achievement of, that is Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award 2022, which will be given to Mr. Carlos Saura, a 19-year-old film director, photographer, and writer, most relevant filmmaker from Spain. Carlos Saura, C-A-R-L-O-S-S-A-U-R-A. Carlos Saura is from Spain, a renowned filmmaker, photographer, writer, is 19-year-old. And also, already I mentioned here, the 180 films, international section, 180 films are going to screen. In these 180 films, 8 films of Mr. Carlos Saura will be screened as retrospective section. So this activities is going to happen in our upcoming Goa International Film Festival at Goa Film Festival on 20th. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Before I request the Honorable Minister to take questions from you, I would request you all to extend your support in doing stories, about the film festival, about the various facets which we are going to showcase this time, the new elements which have been integrated. There would be a lot many things for you to write about, to screen, and this is our request to you all to take interest and do it. Let's try and make it a festival of global stature. Now I can, yes, we can start with the ladies first, 15 number.
कर्टन रेजर प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की बात है तो मैडम हम नवंबर में ही इस कर्टन रेजर प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस को किया करते हैं और जो इम्पोर्टेंट कंपोनेंट्स हैं जैसे जो कॉन्टेस्ट हैं वो पब्लिक डोमेन में ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल थे, जैसे सत्यजीत रे कॉन्टेस्ट है उसकी जानकारी उसी टाइम पे थी, 75 क्रिएटिव माइंड्स की भी जानकारी सभी थी और जो नए कंपोनेंट्स थे जैसे पवेलियन की जानकारी वो भी उपलब्ध करा दी गई थी। तो जहाँ तक आपका जो तर्क है कि डिपार्टमेंट के मर्ज होने की वजह से फेस्टिवल के किसी नॉलेज शेयरिंग में, इंफॉर्मेशन शेयरिंग में कोई डिले है, तो मैं उस चीज़ को नहीं मानता हूँ क्योंकि समय समय पे सारी जानकारियाँ जो ज़रूरी थी वो दी जा रही थी। फिल्मों का जो फाइनलाइजेशन जब तक नहीं हो जाता, क्योंकि एक इंटरनेशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल में एक प्रोसेस होता है, आप इंटरनेशनल एजेंट से फिल्म बाय करते हैं, फिल्म बाय करने के बाद में आप उसका पेमेंट करते हैं, वो पेमेंट जब पूरा हो जाता है उसके बाद में ही आप फिल्म अनाउंस करते हैं, क्योंकि कई बार ऐसा प्रोसेस होता है कि इस पूरे प्रोसेस के दौरान नेगोशिएशंस फेल हो जाते हैं, वो फिल्म आपको नहीं मिल पाती है। तो मेरे हिसाब से कर्टन रेजर का ये सही समय है और जो उपयुक्त जानकारी वो हमने दे दी हैं। और कांस की जैसे आप बात कर रहे हैं तो देखिए आप बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हर फेस्टिवल से आप एक्वायर करते हैं। अगर हम कान से पवेलियन की बात करें, बुक टू बॉक्स ऑफिस एक वेनिस फिल्म फेस्टिवल का एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट है, तो किसी भी फिल्म फेस्टिवल की बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस अडॉप्ट करने में कोई बुराई नहीं है। इसके अलावा जो हमारा, जहाँ तक आप भारतीयता की बात कर रहे हैं, वो इस फेस्टिवल में एज इट इज़ है। इंडियन पैनोरमा आज भी एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सेक्शन है इसका, और आप मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ आयुष को हम इन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं, योगा को प्रमोट करने के लिए कर रहे हैं, तो निश्चित तौर पे जो भारतीय मूल्य हैं उनको, उनकी आधारशिला इन फेस्टिवल में हम नए सिरे से रख रहे हैं। पवेलियंस की बात है, पवेलियंस में कंट्रीज़ का पार्टिसिपेशन बहुत ज़रूरी था, उनको एक उपयुक्त माध्यम उपलब्ध कराया जाना चाहिए था जिससे वो अपने फिल्म्स के बारे में, अपने देश में फिल्मों के प्रचार प्रसार के बारे में दुनिया में बता सकें, तो ये एक माध्यम उपलब्ध कराया गया उनको। आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव हम मना रहे हैं और उस संदर्भ में एक एग्जीबिशन भी हम आयोजित कर रहे हैं, तो किसी भी तरीके से ऐसा नहीं कह सकते कि हमने पूरा ही वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड को या किसी और इम्पोर्टेंट फेस्टिवल को हम रेप्लिकेट कर लिया हो। निश्चित तौर पर उनकी कुछ बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हमने शामिल की हैं और मेरे हिसाब से उसमें कोई बुराई नहीं है।
86. Just 1 minute. 1 minute.
Hi, sir. This is Sumit Kumar Singh from India Today. As the minister said, a lot of countries are coming, actually around 40 and 45. We don't have the exact figure. I have just a small query, whether delegates from Pakistan and China are coming, are they taking part in this festival? Unlike delegates from France and Spain and Austria, they are coming.
No, there is no participation from Pakistan. No. China has also.
First of your question is that our ministry role is not there for selecting movies. In this selecting of movies, 100% with the juries only. Those who in the cinema field, the eminent directors, eminent editors, eminent music directors and producers and technically strong person only, they're taking part in the juries. The juries only selecting the cinemas to. So there is no decline, it is in upwards only, this going to this festival. And this festival, you ask this, Goa is expensive. The Goa government and our ministry has an agreement that Goa is an international tourist destination. So already it is fixed for like some of events for cons, there is in one, our particular cinema festivals or all events will be there. For example, in our Gujarat, Kevadia, now the all events we are focusing. Like that, Goa, we are focusing this film festival.
Sir, I just,
On this selection of films, because there is a steering committee of the film festival, which comprises of very eminent filmmakers of India like Bobby Bedi, Prasoon Joshi, Khushbu. Many of them are part of this steering committee, and some of them visited the International Film Festival at Venice and Toronto also to select the films. And all the films are selected by such eminent filmmakers. I do not know what gave you an idea that bureaucrats watch so many films that they are able to select films. This is just not possible. At least I don't think anybody on this panel would be able to. I think the question was regarding bureaucrats. None of the bureaucrats here have the time to watch more than 200 films.
Ma'am, my humble request is you go through the selection of the films which will be screened in this festival, and then better you make this statement. So, in fact, if there is any scope of improvement, we'll take it constructively.
So I think that's all. So thank you all, and please do join us for tea on the 4th floor.
ये खबर ही यहाँ के छात्रों के लिए को बेहद उत्साहित करने वाली थी और आज का वो दिन आ पहुँचा है जब प्रधानमंत्री के स्वागत के लिए देखिए